What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris ballin', still ballin' on some Black Ops. What is this? Berlin Wall, I think. Yeah, it is. I'm tripping. Berlin Wall, but story time with Chris Ballin', D-Man, JM Blaze, and Optimus Magnum. And I think C Nasty wanted to be a part of it, so C Nasty too if he get back to me. But yeah, it's gameplay on Berlin Wall 32-4. Y'all just watched the video or y'all listen to my story time. Now what this series is about is me, Blaze, D-Man, and Optimus Magnum. Every week somebody gets a topic and then everybody has to do a response video to it. So JM Blaze started the series, give all the props to him. Check his channel out because he's the originator of this story time and he started the series. And last week he did about the police and y'all heard those stories, but this week it's my turn. And what I want to talk to y'all boys about is the day I got shot at on my birthday when I was in 8th grade. For story time, Blaze and D-Man and all y'all boys and Optimus, just talk about a life and death situation that occurred in your life, or a life and death situation that occurred when your families remember life and you was a part of it, or you just remember it. So this was when I was in 8th grade. I think I was 13 at the time, and it was my birthday and it was a school night, so I really didn't go out. I was waiting for the weekend so I can go out. And so I was playing basketball with my three friends, John, Jermaine, and my homeboy named Raekwon. And it's nighttime. We playing ball at my dog John's house, which his house is at the end of the block that I live on, so you still can see my house from his house. So we was playing basketball, and after like 30 minutes of playing, what's up? Excuse me for that. That was my roommate knocking on the door. He's a little punk behind. But yeah, so it was late at night, and we was playing, and the car pulls up after 30 minutes. It's late. It's a Magnum with the darkest tints, and it's just sitting in the middle of the street while we playing. So we sitting there playing, but we also got our eye on this car. The next thing you know, my homeboy neighbor comes outside, and once she comes outside, the car pulls up to her house. So we're like, okay, she know him. And then one of my homeboys, that he was like, hey yo, tell her to chill out, because that's how people can get shot, because you never know what can happen. So she was laughing with us and she was joking around, and next thing you know, she gets in the car with him laughing. After she was laughing with us, we all knew it was a joke, so we guess she tells him and he takes it serious, but we didn't know that, so we just keep playing. And then after like 30 minutes or like another hour of playing, a car pulls up by my house, but we didn't notice it until the ball went out of bounds. So the car pulls up by my house and the ball goes out of bounds. So I'm looking at the car, and I point to my homeboy John like, yo, look at that car. Next thing you know, 4 guys get out with dark clothes. One of them had a hat on, one of them had a hoodie on, the other one had dreads, and the other guy just had a white tee. So they all get out the car, and one of them had an AK. Then I look, the next one has a shotgun, and one of them has a handgun, and another one has another AK. And then I go into a state of shock. I'm just looking like, yo, is this serious right now? So my homeboy John see it, and then we finally started walking back a little bit, and my other homeboy had to go get the ball, so he didn't see it. So we were like telling him like, yo, hurry up, come over here and look. And they was walking up the street slowly, so we started backing up towards the door, and they get to the car, and the car is like, I want to say 50 feet away from where we playing at. And then the guy was screaming like, who was it? And the girl she said, no, they just kids, don't do nothing. And she was holding the barrel of the AK, because if she wasn't holding that, we all would have been shot on the spot. But as soon as like we saw them tussling, and she was like, no, don't do it, they kids. Me and my homeboy opened the door and dove through, and my other homeboy Raekwon jumped the wall and just kept running. Now the dude that had to go get the ball, Jermaine, he had a niece he had a daughter that was 3 years old outside, and a nephew that was 5 that was just outside in the yard watching us play and playing around with their toys and stuff. So once he gets the ball, he sees what's happening. He drops the ball and he's running towards the door. And he could have dived in safely, like he could just dived in easily, but he had to get his daughter and his nephew. Now I tip my hat off to him, because when you're in a state of shock like that and you're not thinking straight, he easily could have left his daughter and his nephew outside, and then it would have been worse than what it was. But he had to go to the left and grab his daughter and then go a little bit back and grab his son, and he dove through the door. While he was diving through the door was when they finally started letting off a lot of shots. And man, when I say it was scary, like I was already on the ground in the house with my homeboy, and he dove through the door. And while he was diving through the door, he let off shots, and boom, one bullet hit him in the stomach. And then next thing you know, we just hear shots. I mean, the shotgun sounded like a cannon letting off. Like it was so scary. It was like boom, 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 and then you hear the AKs just letting off, and then a pistol. They shooting up the house and shooting up my homeboy mom's Mercedes Benz, and next thing you know, it just gets quiet. Once it gets quiet, my homeboy Jermaine screamed out, "I've been shot." And we look at him, he's wearing a white shirt and he's already sweating because we was playing. Next thing you know, we see a big puddle of blood all over his shirt and everything. So that made it even worse. We started panicking even more, and so all those cars take off and the dude take off. And the dude, the way his Magnum is custom made because he was in a wheelchair supposedly. So next thing you know, 20 minutes later, he comes back in a wheelchair like an idiot, and the police arrest him. Now that was the dumbest move he could make, but back to what happened. So I didn't go to school the next day. I couldn't even sleep, to tell you the truth. Like it was traumatizing. I couldn't sleep for a while. I didn't go to school, and none of us went to school actually. We all went to the hospital to see how my homeboy was doing, and the doctor said, lucky enough for him, the bullet didn't go all the way through, because he was kind of chubby, so he got lucky. So we got out of that alive, and to this day I don't play with nobody's life. But this is just a little chat I went on. But to this day I don't mess with nobody's life, because you never know what can happen, and it's a crazy world out there. But that's my story time with y'all boys. Y'all need some more about it, just let me know in the comment section. And D-Man, Jaden Blaze, and Optimus, y'all stories better be good, man, because I'm like Ariel Stein from the Goosebumps. My stories are fascinating. I'm out of here, YouTube. Keep balling.